Let's be honest, life had never been this easy since the past thousands of years after creation. Today, you can order for food in a matter of seconds and you get food delivered to your doorstep without having to go hunting or farming. Now you can go online onto dating apps and start a relationship without having to go out and approach people in real life. You can talk to your loved ones across the country in minutes without having to walk long distances or write letters. It's very easy now. The modern world is very easy. Things are done easily without having to stress yourself out. And it's a plus. It's a good convenience for us. But remember that our mind and body is still in that old state of creation. Our body has not really evolved out of that old state of living where you have to do physical things. You have to go out hunting for your food. You have to go farming. You have to exercise. You have to move around. You have to walk. You have to spend meaningful time with loved ones. You have to have social interaction. But now, we don't do all these things anymore. And it's just like a machine that is designed for walking. And you just park the machine somewhere. You leave it somewhere. You don't use it regularly. What will happen to the machine parts? It will rust. And the next time you want to use it, it will be inefficient. The machine parts will start breaking down, even without use, because it was meant to be moving. But then you did not use the machine. You just left it at one side. It will begin to corrode. The machines will begin to wear out. The body parts of the machine will begin to get torn, and it will be inefficient the next time you choose to use the machine. Same way our body is. Our body was designed for physical activity, for going out to hunt for our food, for approaching people, for having social interactions, for bringing out the social animal in us. That is how our body and mind has been designed. But now that everything has been made convenient, we don't have to go out to do anything anymore. We can stay indoors for 24 hours in a day because we have screens, we have mobile devices, we have TV, we have our phones, we have tabs, we have gadgets, we have music, we have food in abundance. That is why stress is building up in our bodies. Stress is building up gradually because we are not using our body the way we're supposed to use our body. We're not using our body for physical activity. We're not moving around. We're not having physical relationships. We're not having social interactions. We're not in our tribe with our family members and our loved ones. We're not having happy moments in nature. All we do is scroll on phones every day, watch movies, listen to music, eat junk food, play video games, take harmful substances. That's all we do with our time. And that is why stress is building up in our bodies. Because our body wasn't meant to behave this way. We are social animals. We are meant to go out there, interact, do physical activities, go onto trees, get fruits, pick seeds, do physical things. And of course, we don't have access to all these things today. But there are ways which we can still live our natural life. Reducing technology, minimalizing the use of technology, being intentional with the use of technology. And that is what we preach here. Take some time off from social media. Take some time off from video games. Take some time off from modern technology. Take some time off from screen so that you can bring out the inner self. You can bring out the social animal in you. You can bring out the natural instinct that you are predesigned with instead of chasing pleasure from instant gratification. Why do you think people have addiction problems more today? Because we don't use our time for physical activities. We don't go out. We don't have social interactions. We don't do things in the real world. We don't have purpose. We don't have achievements. We don't do things that will bring happiness in the real life. But we chase instant pleasure. We derive happiness and pleasure from social media, from instant gratification, from modern devices, from screens. That is why Your mental health is at stake nowadays. Stress is building up in your body. That is why you're having anxiety. That is why you're having depression, because your body wasn't designed for too much of pleasure from instant gratification activities, but from purposeful and fulfilling meaningful activities like walking in nature, spending time with loved ones, building meaningful relationships, building your tribe, working on a purpose, working on your craft, being creative, eating natural, wholesome foods, being a social animal, interacting with loved ones, building a tribe, doing things in nature, spending time with your loved ones. This was your primitive design. But the modern technology has hijacked your freedom. That is why you're having all these mental health problems today. That is why stress is building up in your body. That is why you are not happy 24/7. You're always having one reason or the other to feel down, to be sad. It's because you derive your happiness from modern technology instead of wholesome real life activities. How do you recalibrate your brain to become normal again? Start meditating, start reading, start journaling, start eating real single ingredient foods, start spending time with loved ones. Stop seeking pleasure and instant entertainment. Be able to sit in silence in your own thoughts. Start spending time with loved ones. Start building a tribe. Start building something creative. Start working on your craft, on your passion. Spend more time with loved ones. Spend more time in nature. Be more playful. Bring out the inner child in you. These are the things that you need to do. And these are the things that your brain, your mind, and body has been designed to do as a normal human being. Not for watching hours of Netflix. Not looking for partners on dating apps. Not being on your phone all day 24/7. Not seeking for instant pleasure and entertainment. These things will mess up with your dopamine. And you know your dopamine is your motivation molecule that pushes you to do meaningful things in life. But when you get your dopamine from screens, from mobile technology, how then do you have the drive and passion to do things in life? Just think of it. You have drained your brain. You have wasted all your dopamine that is meant to motivate you to do meaningful things in life. You have drained it on mobile games. You have drained it on social media. You have drained it on watching movies. You have drained it on music. You have drained it on eating junk food. What's left for you to chase your real life dreams and goals? Do you now see why youth of nowadays do not have purpose in life? It's because they are being distracted by too much of modern technology. And you need to take a step back. That's what we preach here. Here we don't say you shouldn't use mobile devices. Here we don't say you shouldn't use mobile technology. Here we don't say you shouldn't use advanced technology. But we say be intentional about your use of these modern devices. Use them with caution. Ask yourself, why do I want to use this? Does it make my life better or does it hijack my freedom? Once you can answer that question, then you know whether to indulge or not. We are not saying you shouldn't use mobile technology. We are not saying you shouldn't use mobile devices. But we are saying use it with intention. And if this message resonates with you, that means you're meant to be here. Welcome to the tribe, and I'll see you in the next one.